as they made their stand, but disregarded the man. It's another all die and the stakes are high. Live and die, there's no time for goodbye. Living in
Hey guys, what is going on? Draven here with another Metal Fan React video. Thank you so much for tuning in. As I mentioned over the weekend, there's some new videos coming out from Sabaton on their channel that I want to check out. They're doing like a live music video almost, where they're taking video clips from concerts and putting them up as a music video. And since it's Sabaton owned, I could do reactions to them without getting the copyright strike from the Wackin production company. I do want to clarify that the guys were super nice that I talked to in the email, and they did try to allow me to use the video clips from the 40-1 live at the WAC in 2019, but ultimately they told me that the higher-ups said no, and they're just trying to protect their clients. And so I totally agreed. I'm the one that removed the video because there was a copyright strike, so I'm the one that removed it, and I just told the guys thank you so much for just the fact that they responded to some no-name YouTuber, me, that I felt grateful for the opportunity that they took. They did allow it for like 3 days, but they said that their higher ups came down and said no. So I just want to say I appreciate them. I appreciate you guys all thoughts and comments on the situation. But yeah, so over the weekend I did the third part to Soldiers of Three Armies, and then on Sunday I didn't do a history reaction because Radio came out with the Russian song while he was singing with Sabaton, who was singing in English, of Attack of the Dead Men when they filmed it in Moscow, and I thought that was super cool. That video is going to be there. I thought that was a super cool video, and it looked awesome, and hearing Russian with English, I thought that was super great. I noticed on Radio's channel he's actually covered a lot of Sabaton songs, and I may do reactions to them. The thing is, they're all in English, or excuse me, they're all in Russian, and it's cool, and I've already done reactions to those songs, but I may watch a couple, so we'll see. If you guys want to see the Radio Russian version of the Sabaton songs, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, so without further ado, let's jump into the reaction video of today. It's going to be Sabaton, the Lost Battalion live on the Great Tour, and it's the title says Stuttgart. I don't know where that's at. I'm going to Google it after the video, but either way, guys, let's jump into it. Lost Battalion live, the Great Tour. I'm excited. Oh, Germany. I know things. I think it's so cool to have a tank on stage like that. That's so sick. Huh. Real quick, I wanted to say that I mentioned this before in a past video about concerts that I've been to, but sometimes the crowd doesn't react the way you think it will. And Yoakum, during one of the Sabaton History channels, mentioned that sometimes they'll do a set and the crowd doesn't really react like they thought they would, so they would actually change up the set order for a different tour, for a different show. So I remember this one time I was watching Killswitch Engage, and at the time I got into them, it was already when they had the new singer. I forget their names, but just to know, the original singer is a tall white dude, like he's taller than me, white dude covered in tattoos, and then they got a new singer who's a shorter black dude. So it was very obvious, the two different singers. My personal opinion, I loved the newer singer that they had, the sort of black guy. I loved him. I liked the sound a lot better. I really think that's like the Killswitch Engage that I know is for when he sings. Through various whatever, I don't know how bands work, they brought the original tall white dude singer back. And so when I went to the concert, I didn't know that they brought the new dude back. And I didn't know what he looked like. And so he came out on stage And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? It was really awkward because you could tell that some people in the stands had no idea who he was. And some people sang, and I was like, who is this? And I remember the girl was dating at the time. This was like 6, 7, 8, could be 9 years ago. I was like, who is that? And she's like, I don't know. And then someone heard it, and she's like, oh, that's whatever his name, because that's the original singer. I'm like, oh. And I was really bummed because I came to the show to see the singer I like, not to see the original one. It is what it is. But it just kind of reminded me when he had his arm up and like the crowd wasn't really cheering. It's probably because they couldn't see him, but it was just, it reminded me of that. Oh, look at that crowd. I like how the fence is barbed wire. I mean, it's not real barbed wire, but instead of just putting normal grate, crowd control gates. No one's jumping on that stage. It's such a simple. It's just a simple beat to the song. Like, it's just a simple rhythm. I mean, it's not simple to play, obviously, because I'm not a musician, so I don't know how to play. But you could tell it's a very just mellow. Or but it sounds so great, and it's how Joachim sings to it. It's so fantastic. I remember sharing on Twitter with a buddy of mine named Tempo, who he just posted on Twitter. He's like, "Tell me a random fact," and I was like, "Shoot, dude, I got however many Sabaton songs of random facts for you." And I was like, "There's a soldier that fought against the Russians, with the Germans, and with the United States in the course of his life, named Lori Torti, or Lori Torti." I'm slaughtering that O pronunciation. And he's like, "Oh, that's really cool. How'd you find out?" And I'm like, "From Sabaton. Check this out." And I linked the video, and I linked the Soldiers of Three Armies things. And he's like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen." And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, it's awesome how creative they are." And he messaged me a little while ago, and he's like, "Dude, like, these guys are just like, they're great storytellers." I'm like, "These guys like sounds like they're reading from a book." Like, he goes, "This is really cool stuff." He goes, "How much of this is true?" And I'm like, "From my understanding, it's all true." From my understanding, they go great into their historical values of their songs. Anyways, I'm ranting about nothing. The guy that's also in the history videos. I forget his name. It's cool to see like the from their point of view, looking at the audience. This guy's crowd surfing. Look at that crowd. Oh, that's so sick looking. It almost looks fake. Like all computer animated. It looks so good.
Through the great war they stood strong, but the memory of the fallen still lives on. Far from the land as they made their stand, a disregarded demand. It's surrender or die, and the stakes are high. Live or they die, there's no time for goodbye. Weapon in hand as they made their stand, a disregarded demand. They would never comply, they would rather die. Through the blockade, they would finally say.
Oh, that was sick. That was absolutely sick. That was like it. What I was mentioning too, like what I love is how I don't want to call the song simple. I mean, it sounds like I'm downplaying it, but like how I don't know what's a better word for simple. How seamless? Let's go with seamless. How seamless they seem to be on stage. How just in like how comfortable, how just in the zone they feel when they're making some of these videos, and it's just like I can't wait. Hopefully, to be able to see them in October. I absolutely cannot wait. Hopefully, I get to go in October to Salt Lake on this channel. Since this is the Sabaton channel, it says when their tour is, and the nearest one, the nearest one to me is Salt Lake City, Utah, on October 11th. However, they're supposed to be in they're supposed to be in Fort Washington and Maryland, and New York, and Connecticut, which is all East Coast stuff. Starting in September, I think they postponed their tour until September, because I remember when I looked before, they had more dates. They had dates starting in like July and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure with everything going on, they are postponing, which is fine. I have two opinions on it, but I just want all you guys to be safe and all that. I definitely would want the bands to be safe and not be sick and stuff like that. Here in the United States, or at least here in Idaho where I live, the state is opening back up. So some restaurants are opening back up, businesses are opening back up. We're on the track to opening up the state, and so hopefully I can get a haircut and I get rid of this. Anyways, guys, you have a wonderful day and a great week. Make sure you guys wash your hands, and I just thank you guys again so much for all the continued support, all the new likes, comments, and subscribes. You guys have been absolutely amazing. If you guys want to, please share this video wherever you like. I am on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook. So feel free to share. Feel free to reach out. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.